Welcome to the YouTube channel that brings stories on African folk tales. And on this episode, the story is titled The Talking Skull. The Talking Skull is an African folk tale, and it goes thus. Long ago, in a quiet African village, there lived a man who loved to talk. He talked from sunrise to sunset, at the market, by the fireside, and even to himself. People began to call him Okoro the mouth, for his tongue never rested. One evening, Okoro wandered far into the forest. As he walked and talked to himself, his foot struck something hard. When he looked down, he saw a human skull lying on the ground. "Ha, old skull," he said, laughing. "What brought you here?" To his surprise, a dry whisper answered. "Talking brought me here." Okoro jumped back in fear. "You can talk," he gasped, but the skull said no more. Excited by what he had heard, Okoro ran all the way back to the village. "People, people," he shouted. "I found a skull that speaks. It talked to me in the forest." The villagers laughed, but Okoro insisted it was true. When the chief heard the noise, he came out and said, "Okoro, if you lie, you will lose your head. But if the skull truly speaks, you shall be rewarded." So, at dawn, Okoro led the chief and the villagers to the forest. They reached the spot where the skull lay. "There it is," Okoro said proudly. "Speak, skull. Tell them what you told me last night." But the skull was silent. "Speak," Okoro cried again. "Say, talking brought me here." Still, the skull said nothing. The forest grew quiet, and even the birds stopped singing. The chief frowned. "You have made a fool of us," he said. "Your tongue has told one lie too many." And right there, he ordered that Okoro's head be cut off. His body was left beside the skull in the forest. When night fell, the skull turned slowly toward Okoro's lifeless head and whispered, "Talking brought me here, and talking has brought you too." From that day, the people of the village remembered the lesson of the talking skull. Silence can save your life, but too many words can destroy it. Like and subscribe for more stories from the African Archive.